Summing up my father's life, I keep coming back to one thought. Never have I met a man that loved his family and his friends as much as he did. He was a man of the people, and it's clear that people loved him as well, seeing the many faces here today and the amount of support that we received over the last difficult time. My father was larger than life. It is very difficult to summarize in this short amount of time with mere words what he represented. I shall try my best. My father was a perfectionist. He worked meticulously through every problem until he was satisfied. It could be so frustrating. I remember our time on our trip during Greece, and whenever we stopped at restaurants, my mom and I would quickly decide on a bite to eat and something to drink. Not Dad. He would work through that 10-page menu for 45 minutes, back and to the front, making sure that he's evaluated all these choices. It drove us nuts. It became a running joke. But that was him, and he applied that to everything. When he helped people, he spent endless amount of time making sure that things are just perfect. I remember him working to 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning in his garage, polishing trophies, making up hampers for his girlfriends. I remember him putting up the finishing touches for 6 months on wooden garden boxes for friends and family. In the end, it was perfect. My father was a great salesman. He used to say that he could sell ice to an Eskimo. I believe he could. He had the gift of the gab. I think it was partly because he was so easy to speak to, and he was just such an open, honest, charming person. When you walk into a room, he just drew the attention. And he could spin tales around the story, and he was always ready to make a deal. I think even his business colleagues would know that when they wanted something, they could turn to him and he would arrange what is best and what is right for everyone involved. My father never made an enemy, not one. He was very passionate, and there would be arguments, but it's very difficult to stay angry at that man. I know, I tried. But shortly after, he would give you a big bear hug, big smile, share a drink, and all would be forgiven or forgotten. My father was self-made and self-reliant. He tackled the world like a man that would conquer it, be its master. He came from a difficult childhood with very little, but he put himself on a path to achieve great things. His education, his service in the Navy, his career, his businesses, and of course his family. He dealt with each of life's setbacks like a true warrior. He dusted himself off and he just started again. My father was a people's champion. His generosity extended to everyone around him. He went out of his way to help people. He bought groceries for strangers. He created jobs. He fixed people's problems, even problems that people didn't know they had. He was humble and he loved us. A lot of close friends throughout the years have changed, but the amount of people that called him friend was legion. My father was a supportive man. He was in my corner and he supported me my whole life. School, university, sport, work, marriage, divorce, finances, houses, admin, and so much more. Whenever I faced a problem or a dilemma, at any age, I would always think a simple question: what would Dad do? Better yet, I would just ask him directly because I always knew he had my back. Doesn't matter what the problem was, what time of day it was, he would be there in a heartbeat. He would even be there if you didn't want him to solve the problem. He would just still come through and sort it out for you. He was my rock. My father was a family man. He loved me. He loved his daughter Claire. He loved his grandchildren, Sean and Ryan. Above all else, he loved his wife Sharon. To the moon and back. I feel blessed and privileged to have seen such love. My father was strong in mind, body, and spirit. He was the strongest man that I knew. Hurricanes would crash against him and he would brush it away. He fought rare diseases and he even beat cancer once. Even the second cancer, he fought to the bitter end, staying always positive and never complaining, not once. I thought his willpower alone would be enough to banish the cancer from his body. In the end, he lost the battle, but I believe he won the war. He brought people together, and he gave us the necessary time to say our goodbyes. And he left us all peacefully. My father was my hero. He has set that bar very high, and I will try to live my life to match his example. The world is a much darker place without him. Dad, I miss you so much. I miss your bear hugs, your laugh, your jokes, your advice, even you correcting my guitar. Listening to music together, playing golf, braaiing, drinking wine, and watching sports. But we will see each other again. And when we do, you better get me a spot in your four-ball. And I won't believe for a second your handicap is still 16. I love you. I'm proud of you. You did good. You did real good. Rest easy. Be at peace.